G'day viewers, Jason from Joondalup Electrical Services. Just been called out to this job here, which is a red earth black max. Apparently there's ants gotten into it, the system's shutting down. You can see a few ants crawling around down there. Obviously been a fair bit of activity. So I'm going to have a look at it and see what's going on, but this is not a bad setup. This is really neat. Little carport, got some solar panels up there. Ooh, those don't look like they've been installed well at all. You can see the panels there. The rails are right on the end of them. That's terrible. Okay, we'll go and suss that out. But yeah, ants. They cause all sorts of havoc. Apparently it's gotten into the inverter, so get this barrel out of the way and have a look and see what's going on, see if we can sort it out. Oh, just got a ladder up here. That's terrible. This is not how solar panels are meant to be installed, and I haven't spoken to the guy yet. I'm not sure if he paid for this installation or not. That's crap, that's shit, that's not how it should be. If you get a warranty claim and the panels have been installed like this and not as per the manual, then the manufacturer is definitely not going to honour your warranty claim. I've actually never seen them installed like this. Oh, and the panels are fucked as well. Look at that. Jesus. Alright, so shit panels. Installed shit, no gap, supposed to be a gap there. Yeah. Alright, sort it all out. Nice big storm rolling in. So, alright, let's get into it. Righto, so I've opened up the cabinet, having a look here. This was already off, so obviously the owner's been having a bit of a play with it. I believe he's had a sparky friend up here. He was fairly sure it was ants that had gotten into it and caused the problem, and as you can see there's sand in here, so obviously there has been a lot of ant activity. At first I thought it was this DC isolator on the outside because it wouldn't reset, and he said to me it wouldn't reset, but excuse me, but it was actually floppy, and sometimes when they're floppy they're faulty internally. But when I actually turned the battery on and turned the circuit breaker outside there on the DC isolator, the DC isolator kept tripping. So what I've actually done is disconnected the 48 volt supply to the inverter, and everything stopped tripping now. So that tells me that the battery's okay, the DC circuit breaker is okay, and we do indeed have a problem with the inverter. How's that thunder? So I'm going to replace the inverter, and he's going to have to try and deal with these ants, possibly seal the cabinet up everywhere. There's a couple of holes here and there. There's a really good product called Amdro. That's AMDRO. It's available from Bunnings in Australia. I don't know where you'd get it elsewhere. But it's actually a really good product, and it does work. It's expensive, but it works. So if you've got a similar problem, you could put Amdro in the bottom here. They will come in, they'll eat it, but they take it back to the nest. They die in the nest, and then I believe what happens is the other ants eat it, and it just has a knock-on effect, because once one ant dies, apparently they all eat it to keep the nest clean, and then that chemical goes through the whole nest and wipes them out. So I'll suggest that to this client when he gets here. He's not quite here yet, and we'll address the issue with the solar panels up top. He may well need to replace them as well. But yeah, there we go. Keep the ants out of your electronics, and lizards and geckos and snakes and all that sort of thing. So make sure if you've got something like this that it is sealed up, so vermin and ants can't get in there, because they will damage your system. There's another one there. Holes everywhere. Seal them up. Righto. See ya. Okay, so that job's done. I replaced the inverter like for like. It's all back up and running, all good. But I've got this back in the workshop now, and I can see a few ants here and there. There's a couple just in there. They're the ones with the big black heads. So they're not the tiny ants, they're big ants. But I really can't see like a massive infestation anywhere inside the inverter. So I'm actually going to pull it apart and see if I can find what the fault is, because as soon as I was turning that battery circuit breaker on, it was tripping. That's our battery input there, 48 volt. So I'm just curious. A lot of this electronic stuff is beyond me. You need oscilloscopes and electronics know-how to fault find this sort of stuff, so I'm not interested in that, but I just want to see if I can visually see where it failed and why it failed. So I'll pull it apart and we'll have a look. Okay, so I've got that apart now, and yeah, there's this big group of ants here, which are all stuck together in that particular area of the printed circuit board. I guess they were starting to nest in here because there's a lot of signs of moisture, and I'm also guessing there was a lot of other ants which, once they were poisoned, possibly went elsewhere to die. But definitely signs of moisture where the ants have been. I'll scrape these away and have a look. Okay, so no obvious signs of a flashover or anything like that causing a short, but definitely signs of moisture. A few bits look a bit sus here and there, but nothing stands out to me. There's no big flashes or burn marks or anything like that, but definitely bits of ants everywhere. So pretty confident that they were the cause of the problem, but exactly what, I don't know. Obviously it's some kind of short, possibly a bit of a flash there or something, but I'm guessing it's just a bit of a short caused from the moisture within the ants, causing the inverter to fail. Now I'm just on this inverter, so this is a transformerless inverter. There's a few little transformers here and there, but a Victron inverter or Selectronic or SMA off-grid inverter will have a big wire wound copper transformer, and there's no way I'd be able to pick up a 5 kVA off-grid inverter with one hand like that. So if you are selecting off-grid inverters, then the weight of the inverter is a very good indication of the quality of it, because transformerless inverters can't handle the temperatures and the surge capacities like a transformer inverter can. So use that as a guide. If the inverter you're buying is really light, it's a transformerless inverter, and you can rest assured that the general quality and the fit for application of a true off-grid inverter has to do a lot of work and be pretty durable, especially in areas of high heat. So yeah, if it's really light, yeah, it's not good quality. And also obviously direct correlation to that is the price of it. If it's a third of the price of a Victron or a Selectronic or an SMA, then you know you don't have to be a rocket scientist. Obviously you're getting a third of the quality. So yeah, there we go. Interesting find. I'll put that in recycling, and hopefully all these components can be recycled in one way or another. And yeah, on to the next one. Thanks for watching.